to keep some things the same and just kind of keep working on them based on the videos that you sent me, and then we'll change some things up a little bit. So the Romanian deadlift. For this one, you were doing a little bit more of a traditional deadlift. Want to make sure that we start with the body vertical right here, and then you're going to push your hips back. So notice my knees don't bend very much. It's really literally like a slight bend in my knees. And the only reason I keep coming down is because I keep pushing my hips back. So I'm not going to bend my knees any more than I push my hips back. Okay, so hips go back, hips go back. Notice I haven't really bent my knees much more than maybe 15 degrees or so. And then when my hamstring mobility is tapped out, so I feel like I can't stretch anymore, I'm going to squeeze my glutes and then come up. So let me show you the difference one time. So this would be more of like a traditional deadlift. This is the Romanian deadlift. Hips come back, slight bend in the knees, but that's it. Hips keep coming back, hips keep coming back, hips keep coming back. Squeeze my glutes and then come up. Okay, so I want to keep working on those bear position push-ups. They are hard and you did them really, really well. I want to make sure though, when you're here and you come down to your knees to do the push-up, which is fine, but make sure that you then come back up to that plank in between and then push back. So we get that nice kind of flow right here. You were kind of going from here all the way to here. So we want to make sure you're on the knees, you do the push-up, plank, and then come back, shoot yourself forward, knees go down, push up, plank, hips back. All right, and then for the banded plank row, that looks really good too. Really good job on keeping your hips really still. The only tweak I want to make for this one is to have a little more control. So bring it up and down. So we want to make it not, you were doing a little bit like this, like letting the band really pull you down, but I want you to think of it as kind of like a 2 count up and a 2 count down. So we're really controlling the motion the whole way. And I've got another little video of the pull-ups for you. For the baby pull-ups, make sure that we're just pulling straight up and down. So it's a little hard to see right here, but really just concentrate on not pushing the chest forward, but pulling the shoulders down, engaging the lats right here for that 2-second pause, and then real gently come back down. Here I'm doing it wrong and pushing my chest forward. So we don't want to do this, and this is what I was seeing you do a little bit. So here I'm doing it right. My body's a little more hollowed out, and I'm pulling straight up and then coming straight down. So pull straight up and then straight down. Okay, so for the reverse lunges, you're going to have a dumbbell on each side, and we're going to step back, and the goal is to get the back shin about parallel with the ground. Front knee is over the ankle, drive through that front heel to come back up and then step together. So you'll come here, drive through the heel, come back up. So a lot of control right there. It's okay to lean forward just a little bit right here. If you stay more straight up and down, it's a lot harder to get the weight in the front leg, which is your working leg. All right, so for the seesaw shoulder press, your overhead presses look a lot better. I really like the way that you went up fast and then came down slow. It looked like it helped a lot. So still think about squeezing your glutes, engage your core, but this time we're gonna do a seesaw press. You're gonna come up and then you just alternate which arm presses up. So you go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Just like that. And then for the upright rows, those looked a lot better as well. Really good placement on kind of bringing the dumbbells apart and keeping the elbows above the wrist. So we just want to kind of keep working on that movement pattern right there. And then for the bent over flies, those looked a lot better as far as getting it to the side of your body. So now what I want to work with is getting the back a little bit straighter. So you're a tiny bit rounded like this. So think about getting a nice flat back. So you can see the difference between here and here. And it helps too to put a little more weight in your heels than in your toes. When your weight's in your toes, you can tend to round down a little bit like this. So I put my weight in my heels, get my back nice and flat, and then when I come to the side and down, side and down. And I have my elbows a little more bent than what yours are. But you do what feels good for you. Just make sure to try and keep that back a little flatter, and so that we're really getting a nice squeeze in the back of the shoulder each time we do one repetition of that exercise. Then for the hollow body hold pulses, you're going to be down on the ground, and so you're going to be right here, and then you're going to come up. And you've got 25 of those right there. You want to make sure that you keep your legs at an angle where you can keep your lower back really nice and anchored down into the ground. Okay, so we're going to do a core Tabata, and I've got the link to the Tabata timer in your workout for you. But so we'll alternate between these two exercises. The first one are bicycles. Think about your knee coming towards your chest and shoulder coming towards your knee. We don't want the knee coming across the body and the elbow coming towards the knee. So it's not this right here. You think about bringing that shoulder up towards the knee, that is driving towards your chest. So you do that for 20 seconds, and then we're gonna do cross body mountain climbers. So you're gonna be in a nice high plank position, and you're gonna bring your knee under and across your body towards your opposite elbow. So at about that pace right there. These both work the obliques, so we should be feeling it in the side body right here during both of those exercises. The last one, we're going to do another 8-minute EMOM, so it stands for every minute on the minute. The first exercise you're going to do are snatches. So you're going to do this with one dumbbell, and the way a snatch works is you think about zipping the dumbbell up your body and then zip it back down. So you're going to start towards the ground right here, and then I'll slow it down for you so it comes up. Notice it stays really close to my body. It'll flip up right here and then end right here at the top with my bicep next to my ear. Then I'll just reverse the whole process and it will come back down. But this is a really powerful movement, so we want to think about doing it very quickly. So when I speed it up a little bit, it looks like this right here. So notice that my hips come back, thrust forward, and from that hip movement, I get a lot of power to bring the dumbbell up and through. Notice when I come back down, it doesn't float out in front of my body right here. It comes back down very close to my body, the same way that I'm gonna bring it up my body. So if you have a pair of 10s, you can try it with that first. I think 15 should be fine. But remember, it's an explosive, fast movement. Make sure to videotape yourself doing that so I can give you some feedback on those. So you've got 8 snatches on the left hand, 8 snatches on the right hand, and then you have the remainder of the minute to rest. And then the next minute, we're gonna be in a high plank position. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna have 5 knee drives towards your chest. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 5. And then we'll go 1, 1, 2, 2. So sorry, I counted that wrong for you the first time. It's gonna go like this. 1, 1, 2, all the way up to 5. So 10 total, or 5 on each leg. And then you're gonna take knee to elbow, 5 on each leg, or 10 total. All right, that's your workout. Keep sending me videos and keep on being amazing. Hope you have a good time.